Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KFWF Radio featuring weird news and trivia. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent that currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me is Greg. Say hello, Greg.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And also with me is the man with the fedora stapled to his skull, Daniel Shine.
What's up?
And, of course, we have producer Todd. Say hi, Todd.
Hello.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing this week? You know, considering the circumstances, I understand. But how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Hanging in there. I got a bar at home, so life's good.
You have a bar? A stocked bar. That's,
yeah.
See, now, preppers is one thing, but having a stocked bar is truly the key to being ultimately prepared for something like this, I think. Am I right? I feel. Greg, so kudos to you.
Oh, thank you.
Bad.
All right, so first story I want to talk about is coming from Santiago, Chile, because I did mention Chilean descent. In the capital of Chile, there was a wild cougar that was wandering the streets for about 15 hours before being caught with the aid of city zoo specialists. Now, the newscasts, that's one thing. And yeah, animals are kind of, wild animals are kind of roaming the streets. It's kind of cool. However, the newscast I was watching this in Spanish, it was a Mexican news reporter. She goes on to say, no es fake. She's like, goes on to say Spanish, this is real, but then pauses, she says, no es fake. So, no es fake. And it's funny because you learn Spanish in high school, and I would say that in a sentence because that's mixing stuff together. That's Spanglish. So, Greg, what do you think about this?
Well, in all fairness, right now the news and such having to say no S fake is kind of a staple catchphrase during these times.
Yeah, that's fair. But also, in growing up in a Spanish home, some people might describe that as being lazy, but I think it's being more efficient. So it was just humorous to see that in actual broadcasting. But hey, you guys ready for this first question?
Absolutely.
And then also, something I need to clarify is that the song that we're going to be playing after the question has something to do with the answer. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it's total garbage, but hey, it's going to be fun nonetheless. So, first question is going to be in the topic of numbers. In Roman numerals, what letter is used to represent the number 50? Once again, in Roman numerals, what letter is used to represent the number 50? And remember, the song has something to do with the answer. We'll be back in a few minutes with that answer.
In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins and a mouth that kept the chunky with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food stalls with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Stock car flaming with the loser and the cruise control. Babies in Reno with the vitamin D. Got a couple of couches, sleep on the love seat. Someone came saying I'm insane to complain about a shotgun wedding and a stain on my shirt. Don't believe on the splinters. Crazy with the cheese whiz. Drive-by body pierce. Yo, bring it on down.
I'm a driver. I'm a winner. Things are gonna change. I can feel it.
The question was, in Roman numeral... Ooh, I really should have thought about that before putting this question on there.
You probably should have.
Oh, well, okay. Anyway, question was, in Roman numerals, what letter is used to represent the number 50? You guys have any idea? I mean, maybe you knew this.
Oh, I know this one. We're like 12. We're like 12 WrestleManias away. I'd have to do the math exactly. What year is this year's WrestleMania?
36.
Okay, sorry, we're 14 away.
Yeah. Well, song was by Beck, Loser, beginning with the letter
No.
L. And also, if you're paying attention, that's why I mentioned the word lazy prior to the question being asked. It was kind of a double hint, double subtle hint. I don't think you guys.
You could have just.
That's okay.
You could have just went with like 50 Cent and made it easy.
It's possible. Yeah, I could have. Anyhow, next story comes from Orenburg, Russia. This was on November 20th, 2018. A man in his mid-30s broke into a private office building in the third floor office window. He squeezed into a small window, and he had a bunch of tools with him, and he found about 140,000 rubles, which in U.S. dollars makes up about $2,100. And after he managed to get all this cash, all this money from all these desks, he grabs a seat, one of the chairs, and he falls asleep. And police arrest him in the morning. The police actually woke him up. Could you imagine going through the hassle of like going through each? Because you get into an office building, you're checking desks for cash. You're checking every desk there is. And he must have been tired, I'm sure, for checking all those desks. Has there ever been something similar to this story that comes to mind?
In Florida, I'm sure it's like a weekly thing, probably. I feel like vodka's involved in this story, though. I don't think it's just getting tired.
That's a fair point. Somebody had to have stashed the vodka, because if you're a burglar, because it didn't say they found any empty bottles, but at the same time, like, the guy probably, it wouldn't be noted in the story that there was that many empty bottles if it was like one or two. So he probably found no doubt some people stashed vodka in their desks in Russia or some alcoholic beverage.
But in all fairness, they have the term cat burglar. It's fair enough to take a quick cat nap during such burglaring.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No?
I've got
jeez.
I've got this image of like a Russian Stephen Root type from Office Space passing out in his chair, and I can kind of see it.
Well, ultimately, that's why you shouldn't drink on the job.
Well,
come on. I guess depending on what it is. You're an abstract artist. I think drinking is encouraged.
Or podcaster.
Or, throw in a little vodka Red Bull, to get the energy going.
That's fair. Whatever floats your boat. As long as you're not slurring, that's all I ask. But, you guys ready for this next question?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. This question is in the category pop culture. In a 2015 interview with People magazine, Carly Simon confirmed that the second verse of her 1972 song, You're So Vain, is about what? Currently 84-year-old Academy Award winning actor. Once again, in a 2015 interview with People magazine, Carly Simon confirmed that the second verse of her 1972 song, You're So Vain, is about what? Currently 84-year-old Academy Award winning actor. We'll be back in a few minutes with the answer.
Work, 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 work. Yeah, you know I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers curtain. Made it big with go-go, and I made it with that dough flow. This one right here for DC, this one right here for Polo. See my PA Palace flow, Hugo Boss, New Balance flow. Here they keep a ratchet close and tempted, think irrational. Bait, that I get like 8 of them. They clapping and we ballin', oh how fitting we at stadium. BOA, Lil G, Mo, Cobain, and Trey. Flossy said that wins this game, so close I can get flip or play. My mojo back, may just go bring hobo back. Shout out chicken, getting chicken like my Northeast homie Fats. Who that is she fool with? He don't do it the same. Baby girl, I just move him. I got that Goodman game. Who's on my line? Who's on my line? I'm blowing up. These bitches calling me. I snatch your girl if you're slipping. She's on my line like I'm fishing. I got that work, 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 work. Yeah, you know I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers curse. I snatch your girl if you're slipping. Double MG, not to mention we got that. Riding around, I got some tossing bait. She say I'm her hideaway. I get her off like a holiday. Yeah, that girl a stick. Top heavy for days. That bottom half is fishy. What you a mermaid? Getting on my level, Joe. Nouveau, new and yellow too. They not pulling in no green like smoking when that Rello broke. Never did I pedal coke, but Tony Lewis said I'm dope. And Tony Jr. said I'm the whole big homie. Hope said I am close. And I got that bait. They all bad. And they gon' fall in out of love like my partner Taz. They need something to keep. I need something to grab. That's the end of my speech. I'm gonna need you to clap. Who's on my line? Who's on my line? I'm blowing up. These bitches calling me. I snatch your girl if you're slipping. She's on my line like I'm fishing. I got that work, 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 work. Yeah, you know I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers curse. Snatch your girl if you're slipping. Double MG, not to mention we got that. DC, Maryland, Virginia. This the part where I need all my sexy ladies. Report to the dance floor and if anything is bounce be shit. TCB, Wale, talk to 'em, cuz. Work, 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 work. Yeah, you know I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers curse. Work, work, work. On my bait, I gotta work. All your slum, that gotta hurt. This summer's mine, I gotta work. Work, 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 work. Yeah, you know I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers curse. Work, work, work. On my bait, I gotta work. All your slum, that gotta hurt. This summer's mine, I gotta work. I ain't gonna stop till the town get on. These Jones here, not found in the mall. Shorty, I'm a dog, but don't have no broad. I be calling out game like miles at the farms. Yeah, I'm stunting out. Shorty from 124. Make her come a bunch of times. She buy me a bunch of clothes.
house. Girl, stop being fallacious. This Mercedes is spacious. Black and white through the city. Yes, this gentrification. That fire flow. The finest woman I adore. I'm cool with all these bras in here, but I do not date Lucaya hoes. Babe. Who's on my? Let's go. Yeah. Who's on my line? I'm blowing up. These bitches calling me. I snatch your girl if you're slipping. She's on my line like I'm fishing. I got that.
In a 2015 interview with People magazine, Carly Simon confirmed that the second verse of her 1972 song, You're So Vain, is about what? Currently 84-year-old Academy Award winning actor. Greg, Dan, Todd, even, you guys have any guesses? Don't say what the answers are. Do you guys have any guesses?
I have a guess.
Greg?
I maybe should just mumble my guess.
Todd?
Dave Coulier?
Oh, that's hilarious. Cut it out. Song was by Wale. Song title was Bait. And I picked that song because the song, it's bait. You could say it's baity. Correct answer is Warren Beatty. Look at that.
And mumbling my answers. Mumbles.
I still don't get how Dave Coulier gets Alanis Morissette. I'm sorry. That's a rant for another show, but I don't get that.
Okay, we'll be sure to book that. Fleshwound Features presents Dan doesn't understand how Dave Coulier has Alanis Morissette.
She likes the woodchuck puppet. I don't know, but I just don't get it.
All right, moving on.
God can do whatever she wants.
You think she did the woodchuck or the jackalope?
Maybe the jackalope. That's true.
Wait, I think we just that joke just Todd made went over everybody's head.
I think it did too.
Brilliant joke, Todd.
I knew
God can do what she wants.
I knew you'd understand it, of all people.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, moving on. This last question I have is a good story. You guys may have heard of this at a Las Cruces, New Mexico, last Wednesday. There's a man attempted to kidnap 3 children as a mother was waiting for an Uber. That's when a 16-year-old District 3-5A heavyweight champion was across the street, hopped in his truck, and according to the guy's father, he body slammed the perpetrator and held him in a chokehold until police arrived. This guy is 16 years old, 285 pounds.
Wow.
The gimmick writes itself. I mean, WrestleMania's this weekend. I mean, think about it. Like, once 2 years from now, this thing should blow over. This guy, has, a path. I don't doubt that this will be the last we hear from this kid.
No.
What do you guys think?
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe Brock retires and Heyman has a new protege.
Referring to Paul Heyman, the advocate. I understand. Greg,
yes.
Any thoughts?
Hey, the guy's got one move. He's halfway to Brock Lesnar. So
there you go. That's a fair point. But I just love it as a 16-year-old dude. This is such a cool story to hear about. I just wanted to share that with you guys and, of course, the world. You guys ready for this last question?
Always.
Absolutely.
All right. It's in the category of national parks. At 5,270 square miles, what is the largest national park by area in the continental United States? That's of the 48 states, that's excluding Hawaii and Alaska. Once again, at 5,270 square miles, what is the largest national park by area in the continental United States? Once again, not including Alaska or Hawaii. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the answer.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You I'm better than that. I'm not gonna blast you on the radio. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna lie to you and your family. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna hate on you in the magazine. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna compromise my Christianity. I'm better than that. You know I'm not gonna dish you on the internet. 'Cause my mama taught me better than that. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. Yeah, make it. I'm a survivor. Keep on surviving. After all of the darkness and sadness, soon comes happiness. If I surround myself with positive things, I'll gain prosperity. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive and keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
At 5,270 square miles, what is the largest national park by area in the continental United States? Greg, Dan, Todd, you guys have any guesses?
I think I know what it is. I'm not 100% sure if it's considered a park, but I do believe with WrestleMania coming that I have an idea.
Okay. Dan?
I have an idea, but it's literally just a guess because it's famous and I know it's big. So that's all I know.
And Todd.
So it's not Jellystone National Park?
It's on Jellystone National
We
Park.
don't have no picnic basket.
Song I had playing by Destiny's Child was Survivor. Because of the particular wrestling event, the Survivor Series, The Undertaker made his debut, and The Undertaker hails from Death Valley, California. The correct answer is Death Valley National Park.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Death Valley National Park. Greg, were you in that wheelhouse there?
That's exactly where I was going.
Excellent. Todd, was that an ugh moment for you? I could sense that.
I was muted.
Well, there you go. There you are.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I gave you an ugh on another one, so.
That's fair.
He thinks I'm giving my uggs out all the time now. I'll get a message. I know you're probably saying ugh now.
But I think 90% of the time I'm right.
No, you lowered.
Wow. Okay, whatever. All right. Now that we've reached the end, do you guys have anything to say as we close this out?
Nothing much. I just hope everybody's doing well while in quarantine, keeping busy. I know Ozzy's going to watch The Tiger King and report back to everybody shortly.
No, I'm not. I apologize. I mean, I'm sure, that's great. If you love it, fantastic. I can't, I have no attraction to it. I apologize. But
maybe you should watch Stargate Universe.
Oh, no.
There you go.
No, not doing that either.
You got a lot of time, Ozzy. There's no excuses now.
And I got a lot of games I can play, too.
I'd
much
much
rather do that.
I want somebody, once the quarantine is lifted, to book you versus Joe Exotic, hair versus hair. That will
How dare you?
How
dare you?
WrestleMania, man.
No, how dare you?
That is like $1 million gate right there.
Anyway. thank you for your thoughts, your closing thoughts, Dan. Greg,
Yes, sir.
any closing thoughts?
Everyone, just be safe out there. But, I'm still saying that Stargate universe. It's good. It's good time. Good time to be had. So, and with Atlantis, we know whose big break that was. We all know.
We know.
See, you could have played. Never mind.
See, just in case anybody, this is the first episode referencing a hint from last week, so it makes things fun. I mean, it's great. I love it. Yeah.
Go back
Todd?
and listen.
Yes.
I
Listen.
was asking if you had any closing thoughts.
Well, yeah. My closing thoughts are: you should listen to all the Flesh Wound shows on all week.
To a
Yes.
good point, it's a Flesh Wound Radio network. There are other shows you can enjoy. This is one you could listen with children around. There's some that maybe you can't listen
I was
with
going to
children
say,
around.
yeah, the other one.
There's variety.
The other ones you may not.
This will
Variety
be the
nonetheless.
Yeah.
So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the only combination trivia host, professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent, currently residing in Southern California, Ozzy V, for Greg, Dan, and Todd. In our hearts, you're all good enough. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Hello, baby. Wow, U.S. prime, great A step guaranteed. Grease it up and turn on the heat. You got to throw it down and roll it over once, maybe twice, then jump down, 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 down. Woo, 'cause it's good enough to me. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. When it's good enough to, hey, on me, I've been working up an appetite. It seems like the harder I work, the more my body needs. Well, I like to open up. Come on, give me 6 on the half shell. 'Cause it's 3, 6, 9 time. Woo, 'cause it's good enough to, I can't get enough, I can't get enough. Let it